Hey guys, I want to talk about something that goes on in this narcissistic world. It's called breadcrumbing. So I hope I explain this where you guys understand it. Maybe some of you might have even experienced it. But that's where they give you a little bit just to get a lot. It's like they're giving you breadcrumbs, especially if they know that you're a giver. And a lot of empaths and most empaths, they're just givers. And believe me, they done scoped you out and they done figured you out, and they trying to figure out how they can get what you got. So, like, for example, they know that everybody's, looking for love and want to have a little bit of this or a little bit of that, and pretty much everybody likes gifts and stuff and whatever. And once they figure that out about you, they gonna give you a little breadcrumb that's gonna stroke your emotions, make you feel good. So they might give you, for example, an ink pen because they know you write, and it'll be a nice one. Maybe they spent $5 for it. Or, they might do something like, give you a coffee cup, or, they'll figure out some kind of gift to give you that they think that you might like. And then, but they didn't spend much for it. That's what a breadcrumb is. They didn't spend much for it. See, they're going to give you a little bit, hoping that they can get a lot from you. So they'll do these little things, and give you all these little breadcrumbs, and they might buy you a book or whatever. It might be less than $10 or something they picked up at the thrift store or whatever. And then they're going to turn around, and it might not be right away, but then they're going to turn around and either straight up ask you, hey, can I, after they gave you a little breadcrumb, let's just keep it simple, little gifts that they gave you, and you like the gifts, and all of them was like less than $5. They're gonna turn around and ask you, hey, can I borrow $50? And you, in your mind, you thinking, okay, you establishing a pretty good friendship or relationship with this person. It's really not a relationship, it's a transactionship. But anyway, you establishing this with this person, and you be like, yeah, sure. And they pay you back, no problem. They pay you back. And then they might turn around and give you another little breadcrumb, and the breadcrumb doesn't necessarily have to be a gift. They're going to invite you to the barbecue. And you're going to be like, wow, I got invited and this and that and whatever. And, And then when they give you all these little breadcrumbs, some of them, what they do, like the covert narcissists, I call them the sneaky narcissists. What they'll do is, they gave you all these little gifts and they've invited you over and blah, 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 and done all these things that cost less than $5 and probably less than $10. And then they're going to come to you, calling you up, talking about this sob story. This happened, and I don't know how I'm going to pay this bill, and I don't know what I'm going to do, Now keep in mind, they're not asking you. They just sharing a sob story. And then you thinking, well, got a little, friendship, whatever going on here. Then you just volunteer. Oh, I'll go ahead on and, pay this bill for you, or, and they'll say, oh, really? Oh, okay, then, I'll pay you back. And sometimes they will pay you back. And then sometimes it takes them a long time to pay you back. Don't confront them, though. I recommend don't lend out money to nobody that you can't afford to lose. That's how I do it. And so then what they do is you get them little breadcrumbs. They give you these little breadcrumbs, and the breadcrumb can be, they might give you a coffee cup or a notepad or whatever. It can be anything. It's whatever it is that they've studied about you that they think that you might like. If you like to cook, they might think about a dish and get that for you. But like I said, it's all cheap. And then they gonna turn around and ask you for something big, or they gonna play this victim role and tell you this sob story, hoping that you're gonna give them something, hoping that you're gonna volunteer to pay for this or volunteer to do that. That's how they do. They give a little bit, that breadcrumb, to get a lot. And a lot of empaths end up giving a lot. That's how they roll. That's another game, y'all. And I got to do a separate video on how they tell their sob stories. This was a person that actually told me the truth and hit me up to the game. Tell how they tell sob stories to get you to give. Breadcrumbing, yeah. They give a little bit to get a lot. That's what they do.